I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 scenes that ruined the DCEU for fans.
Whatever happens, you stay behind me.
For this list, we'll be looking at moments in the DC extended universe that many viewers say did the superhero brands an injustice. From flimsy filmmaking to poor story and canon choices, these infamous scenes reflects how this movie franchise became one of the most polarizing of its era. If you're not caught up on the DCEU, beware of spoilers ahead. What's your take on these and other not so super scenes? Let us know in the comments down below. Number 10, post-credits stinger, Black Adam.
Okay, Black Adam. My name is Amanda Waller. Congratulations, you have my attention.
The DCEU has always struggled to find direction. Many saw Black Adam as a step away in quality and creativity, with a post-credits stinger that took a misguided step forward.
There's no one on this planet that can stop me.
I can call in a favor and send people who aren't from this planet.
Send them all.
As you wish.
With Amanda Waller concerned about the dangerous super anti-hero Black Adam, she sends the ultimate muscle to keep him in line.
Black Adam. We should talk.
Henry Cavill's surprise cameo ostensibly declared Superman's comeback to the franchise. Unfortunately, fans have been burnt too many times to get excited about a sequel that may never come. Sure enough, Cavill quickly announced that he had been let go from the DCEU, which plans to reboot Superman's arc. Whether Black Adam will ever face someone's Man of Steel, this overzealous stinger found DC once again jumping the gun. Hopefully James Gunn will do better. Number 9, romantic possession, Wonder Woman 1984. The loss of Steve Trevor in the first Wonder Woman was tragic. About as tragic, however, was how he returned in 1984.
He's got it. No, I like him.
He's great, but all I see is you.
Through the power of the Dreamstone, Diana conjures her lover's spirit in the body of a total stranger. The man is then depicted as Steve, but Diana is actually passionately kissing a man who had no say. She then pulls him into a dangerous mission to save the world.
I forgot to tell you.
What?
Radar. I can't explain now, but they'll see us anywhere, even in the dark.
Well, will they shoot at us? Well, shit, Diana.
With this possession being way off from Steve's arc in the comics, it feels like a lazy way to keep the character around. Maintaining Wonder Woman's love story also reflects the decline in the series' feminism. Steve's avatar may be alright in the end, but his predicament shows how ill-conceived this sequel was.
I can't say goodbye. I can't say goodbye.
You don't have to.
I'm already gone.
Number 8, all of the super slideshows, Various.
Wheels up in 30.
Who's on the team?
One of the defining problems with the DCEU has been character introduction. These movies usually opt for the cheapest method for unveiling our favorite comic book heroes, montages.
This is Katana. She's got my back. She can cut all you in half with one sword stroke, just like mowing the lawn. I would advise not getting killed by her. Her sword traps the souls of its victims.
Really? They're more like slideshows with how blatantly the character pose and flex their powers. David Ayer's Suicide Squad even provides stylish captions. But the most shameless slideshow has to be the LexCorp metahuman footage that Wonder Woman discovers in Batman vs. Superman.
2400 hours and 2 minutes. Subject declining rapidly. All procedural interventions have failed. Outcome will be death.
Aquaman, Cyborg, and The Flash may have their time to shine in Justice League and standalone spin-offs, but these DC icons deserve better introductions than a shoehorn sequel setup. With Black Adam also rushing the introduction of the Justice Society of America, the franchise still needs to find time to earn viewers' investment.
I didn't bring a passport.
You don't need passports. You're the Justice Society.
Number 7, Wonder Woman versus Aries, Wonder Woman.
You were right, Diana. They don't deserve our help. They only deserve distraction.
The DCEU practically popularized the term villain problem. Even the largely acclaimed Wonder Woman was criticized for its bland baddies. Fans were particularly disappointed in Ares, the Greek god of war supposedly responsible for World War I.
My dear, I don't want to fight you. But if I must.
British diplomat Sir Patrick is revealed to actually be Ares in a generic villain speech, before being killed off in a flashy action sequence. Viewers felt this was an uninspired climax and a frustratingly brief tenure for one of Wonder Woman's biggest nemesis. Never mind that it affirmed her problematic theory that one of the great tragedies of human history was a supervillain conspiracy.
They do not deserve your protection!
It's not about deserve. It's about what you believe.
This just goes to show that even when a DC movie does mostly everything else right, it tends to fumble on its villains. Number 6, The Death of Zod, Man of Steel.
I'm going to make them suffer, Cal. These humans you've adopted, I will take them all from you one by one.
You're a monster, Zod. And I'm gonna stop you.
Zack Snyder kicked off the DCEU with a shockingly sullen take on Superman. Man of Steel polarized audience with its attempts at a complicated hero arc, leading to a not just figurative breaking point.
If you love these people so much, you can mourn for them.
As the final showdown with General Zod threatens the lives of bystanders, Superman is left with no choice but to snap his opponent's neck, killing him. The son of Krypton putting down the second last of his kind was a bold twist, so to speak. Unfortunately, many thought this was one step too far in Superman's ethical conflict. Maybe he shouldn't be that grounded, not that his melodramatic scream was. Everyone agrees that Man of Steel was a creative experiment, but not everyone appreciated Zod being sacrificed with the ultimate hero's most sacred rule. Number 5, Lex Luthor's Sweet Hijinks, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice.
Do you know the oldest lie in America, Senator? Can I call you June?
You can call me whatever you like. Take a bucket of piss and call it Granny's peach tea.
Mm-hmm.
Even when surrounded by idiots, Lex Luthor is usually the imposing straight man. He should have been the perfect antagonist for Zack Snyder's self-serious Batman vs. Superman. But the evil genius is depicted as such an eccentric madman that an early scene involves him intimidatingly feeding a senator a Jolly Rancher.
It's cherry.
He even mentions an awkward recipe for Granny's peach tea. This is called back in a scene where Luthor bombs the US Capitol building. That's just our introduction to a billionaire puppet master who acts more like Joker and the Riddler.
You're psychotic.
That is a 3-syllable word for any thought too big for little minds.
The campy villainy Luthor never should have brought to an otherwise dark epic is hard to take seriously from the beginning. Did the writers even see Jesse Eisenberg's take on Mark Zuckerberg?
You know, you really don't need a forensics team to get to the bottom of this. If you guys were the inventors of Facebook, you'd have invented Facebook.
Number 4, The Invisible Mustache, Justice League. After director Zack Snyder left Justice League over a family tragedy, Joss Whedon came on to head up post-production. This infamous debacle is displayed in the finished product's new prologue.
A man I knew used to say that hope is like your car keys. Easy to lose, but if you dig around, it's usually close by.
Did you ever fight a hippo?
Because Henry Cavill had grown a mustache for another role when he was called in for reshoots, Superman's clean shave had to be restored with CG. Limited editing time and an extreme close-up made the effect glaringly obvious.
Any blowback?
Big time. But I think we could take it.
Good.
So I really like being alive. So do I.
Superman's fuzzy lip became a massive meme, symbolizing the folly of Whedon's Justice League from its very first shot. Several years later, Snyder answered the outrage with an extensive re-edit of the film, now widely considered the definitive cut.
Not impressed.
His footage may not have had facial hair to work around, but Superman's lip still haunts the DCEU. Number 3, Jared Leto's Joker, Suicide Squad. Zack Snyder's isn't the only divisive director's signature in the DCEU. Urban crime auteur David Ayer had the daunting task of introducing everyone's favorite Gotham villain in 2016's Suicide Squad.
What do we have here?
I did everything you said. I helped you.
You helped me by erasing my mind what you-hated memories I had.
A nightclub scene debuts the Joker as an unhinged gamebanger with slick back hair, a silver grill, and lots of tattoos. Sure, the clown's mythos is frequently subject to reboot, but this was considered one of the most misguided overreaches in the DCEU's brand experimentation.
Blah, 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 blah. All of that chit-chat's gonna get you hurt.
Oh, my God.
It even became a blight on Jared Leto's distinguished acting career. He got a chance at redemption with a dream sequence in Zack Snyder's Justice League, albeit as a more pretentious Joker.
Maybe, in a way, that smelly old flounder is right. Because how many can die in your arms before you grow numb to death?
It's still considered better than the inked up and weary version that the DCEU still struggles to walk back. Number 2, Superman destroys Metropolis, Man of Steel.
Zod's ship uses the same technology, and if we can make the two drives collide with one another...
A singularity can be created.
Like a black hole? Yes. So if we open up this doorway, then theoretically they should be pulled back in.
So you want us to bomb them with that?
The inaugural DCEU epic took a lot of risks with the revisionist Superman origin. Audience were mixed on Man of Steel's lumbering character drama, but especially polarized by its action-packed climax.
Stop! If you destroy this ship, you destroy Krypton! Krypton had its chance!
The last Kryptonians do battle from Smallville to Metropolis, leaving an apocalyptic path of destruction. Superman didn't seem to think about protecting civilians. He still won a poorly timed kiss from Lois Lane after the carnage.
You know they say it's all downhill after the first kiss.
I'm pretty sure that only counts when you're kissing a human.
The suggestion that everything worked out afterward was a disturbing departure from the rest of the movie's relative realism. The controversy surrounding this reckless spectacle was answered in Batman vs. Superman, which focused on the complicated aftermath of this Black Zero event.
Considering every time your hero saves a cat out of a tree, you read a puff piece editorial about an alien who, if he wanted to, could burn the whole place down. There wouldn't be a damn thing we could do to stop it.
Nonetheless, such horrific collateral damage set an unsettling tone for a less idolized Superman.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, The Two Marthas, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice.
Martha.
It's been said that the DCEU's so-called Snyderverse takes itself way too seriously, and often clumsily. Even canonical coincidences are treated as sweeping opera.
You're letting him kill Martha!
When Batman vs. Superman finally gets to its namesake, the showdown abruptly ends when Superman begs Batman to rescue his kidnapped mother, Martha. This triggers Bruce Wayne's guilt over the murder of his own mother, also named Martha, and humanizes his enemy.
Why did you say that name? Martha! Why did you say that name?
Stop! Please, stop!
Why did you say that name?
It's his mother's name. It's his mother's name.
This revelation is effective in theory, but contrary to Batman's philosophy, not everything makes sense if you force it to. Superman actually referring to his mom by name in the cheesy montage of Bruce's childhood trauma emphasizes the cop-out. This moment may be the summation of everything wrong with the Snyderverse. It's clearly as memorable as any DCEU misfire.
I failed him in life. I won't fail him in death.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.